What's going on, guys? This is the Erie Better Beer Bureau back at you with another beer review. I'm Pat.
And I'm Maury. Today we're going to review something from Anchor Brewing Company out of San Francisco, California. This is their fall seasonal. I think the first time they did it was last year. It's a red ale brewed with maple syrup that weighs in at 6% alcohol. So we're going to get into this one. We'll let you know what we think about it. Oh, definitely amber malts.
Yeah.
There's a sweetness, and there's also some bitterness on the nose, some hops.
There's a touch of a bready, yeasty aroma on the nose on this, too. Which, I mean, we poured a thick, pillowy head on top of mine. Yours was not quite as thick as mine, but, it looks like it might be bready.
Yeah, and the hops are more of a piney herbal hop, as it's not citrusy really or anything like that.
There's no citrus or grass,
right?
really.
Yeah, it's more of a piney, like herbal hop for me.
But it is very pleasant smelling. I'll say that.
Actually,
it smells like it might be kind of sweet.
Yeah, actually, on the third time I smelled it just now, I almost picked up a hint of maple. The first time I was just getting a general sweetness from a malt, but. Cheers.
Actually, there's quite a bit of flavor in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually had this last year, and this is living up to the memory that I have of last year. There's definitely a nice sweetness there from the malts and from the maple, and then you get a nice blast of hop bitterness, too.
Yeah, the hops are actually really nice and really balancing to this beer, because it's not nearly as sweet as I thought it was going to be on the aroma, but there's a nice solid sweetness. There is a hint of a maple flavor on it, but then you get this nice round, deep hop flavor falling right up underneath it. This nice kind of piney, almost resiny hop underneath.
Yeah. I was just going to say, for me, the hops kind of follow the nose. It's a resinous pine. It's a herbaceous hop profile, making for a rather earthy beer, which right around fall, I think it fits in with the season. You know what I mean? It has that sweetness.
For a beer called Big Leaf Maple, that kind of fits right in.
Yeah, Anchor sometimes kind of known for, they've been doing this a long time, and they've kind of stuck to their old school roots, kind of known for, some tamer beers within each style. This one's pretty bold. It has quite a bit of flavor on it.
Yeah, the moderate hoppiness in this is actually a big pleasant surprise, because it's really needed, and it really does well balancing out the sweetness of this beer.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to give this beer a 3.5 out of 5. I was going back and forth between 3.5 and 3.75 because I like this quite a bit. I like the different flavors in it. The one thing that kind of made me choose to go with a 3.5 on this one is that although I like the beer very much, and I would order one if I was at a bar, this is not a beer, for one reason or another, between the herbaceous hops and kind of the resinous pine and just the real kind of rustic flavor it has to it. I don't think I'd drink more than one, maybe two, but this is and that's not a bad thing. Not all beers are meant to be sessioned, but for me, this is probably a one and done, but I do like it quite a bit. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
All right, I actually will give this beer the 3.75 out of 5. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I feel like not a lot of people do very well done red ales anymore. It's just not a common style anymore. It's not as popular as it was, say, 5 years ago. And to find a red ale that both has the sweetness and the heaviness of the malt flavor, but then also well balanced with a hoppiness and a little hint of maple, I find it quite enjoyable. Just that rich, earthy hop flavor right after the sweetness of the malts, it's doing it for me. I really enjoy it, so I'll give it a 3.75.
There you have it. Till next time. Cheers.